So you thought some shit was gonna go down in my league and me not address it? Alright guys, so y'all wanted me to talk about this and kind of address the issue going on for right now, and my plan was working all along. No, I'm kidding. Alright, serious moment. This is time for serious face. Hold on, let me. Hold on, I got it. Oh shit, did the booger come out? Anyway, so I know a lot of you have been asking me on my input and basically going with this whole Jinx situation, and of course with Tyrone and Akasan and the real rejects and just, you know, the reactors in general. So I'm going to tell you what I think about that, and I'm going to kind of address it in a generalized sense. With this Jinx situation, I've watched everyone's videos. I've seen all point of views and perspectives and everyone's theories. I've read everyone's thoughts. I heard everyone's statements. And what I want to say is basically at the end of the day, I don't approve of it. If this is what he is doing. Now, if it just happens to be coincidence that he gains everyone overnight in the New York Times that he does, more power to him. But if it is a fact and a concept that he is indeed buying subscribers or for whatever that he's using it off of, whatever site that he's doing, the bots, then I don't approve of that. And that's something that I don't feel should be taken lightly, something that won't be taken lightly, and just kind of from my standpoint, as the person who donned this universe for the Reactors League, and for the person who created this Reactors League, not the Fantastic Four, the Reactors League, which includes the four, I'm saying to let this go. And that is for, I'm not speaking about Tyrone, I'm not speaking about the rejects, I'm not speaking about Akasan, because Tyrone and Ryan have stated their piece. And he's addressed it. They've moved on from it. There's obviously no grudges or any type of feeling anyway, because like they stated before, it was nothing really something they were really worried or concerned about. It was unfortunate if that was the case. When I say leave it alone, I mean the crime fighters, I mean the Magnusites, I mean the Red Dreaded Nation, I mean the rejects, I mean everyone that's going to push the subject, because this has literally turned into a civil war of the league, and to where everyone has sides, everyone has their opinions, everyone is subscribing and unsubscribing, and it begins to get very hectic, and it begins to lose focus on what being a reactor is all about, what supporting a reactor is all about. If you lose the class in that, that basically starts to negate and degrade what we do. And that's not why we have you guys by our side. That's not why we do this every day. If somebody is doing something that is completely against or unprofessional, if it may be, let that person do that. Because at the end of the day, that'll be dealt with accordingly. That will be dealt with in a way that will be beyond our reach. So to edge it on, to blow it up, for it to keep going, outside of those initially that were and or either involved or made statements about it, I understand we're very passionate about it, and those who support Jinx are very passionate about these accusations or these statements, these theories, whatever they may be, because at the end of the day, we have our own opinions and we're entitled to them. I understand that you are very passionate about it, but at the same time does not give reason or excuse to cause an uproar. Does not give a reason or excuse to go on other reactors' pages and post hate or any type of crazy shit that's going on. If Jinx feels he's being hated on, or if Tyrone feels or what other mostly reactors feel that he's doing something, that's their opinion to do so. Whether there is fact will remain to be seen. Let it be seen. Okay? And if I'm not posing any side saying, oh, he did it or Tyrone was wrong for making, I'm not saying that shit at all. Because whatever it may be, Tyrone was right to state his opinion. Ryan was right to state his opinion. And Akasan will be right to state his opinion. Trailer Reactions is right to state his opinion. Everyone's right to state their opinion. And I'm stating my opinions now. At the end of the day, he's a grown-ass man. At the end of the day, we are all grown-ass men. So, what he does at the end of the day is his business. How we react to it, what we think, because no matter what you do in this industry and any other industry, people, one, are going to watch you. Two, they're going to have words. They're going to have thoughts. They're going to have opinions. All we do is state them. The rest will fall into place as it may. All right? So you guys have asked me to speak on, you guys have asked me to solve it, fix it. Well, here. I'm not a member of the Big Four, but like I said, I dawn this universe for the League. And there are others after me, the others who aren't part of the Big Four, who I involve, include the Big Four, in this league. Because at the end of the day, we're all a community, we're all a family, and we all, this is what we love to do day in and day out. And if shit goes wrong in it, I'm gonna address it. Tyrone's gonna address it. Ryan's gonna, everyone's gonna address it. All right? So, outside of the people I've named, please, subscribers, followers, don't get mixed up in it, okay? Because that's when it'll get uglier. Because now it's turning into something more than it has to be. And then there's gonna be sides, and then there's gonna be hate, and then there's gonna be just disrespect. That's not what this is about. That's not what YouTube is about. That's not what reactors are about. So please do not start to tarnish that. All right? We're not here to start a war. No one's here to be put against one another. But believe if something is fishy, or if someone has a problem, or if something's going wrong the right way, we're gonna address it. That's what grown folks do, and that's what situations get handled. So again, I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying anyone's wrong. It is what it is. And it should be left to that. So, speaking about it in a general sense, I'm gonna tell you guys a story, and I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is why I kind of feel the way that I do about it, in stating that it is wrong. If this is what's happening, I don't support it whatsoever. I got this because, I'm not gonna lie, I've had offers from tons of people come up to me saying, hey, we can help you get more subscribers. Hey, we can help you do this. Hey, hey, hey. I did, absolutely. Did I take them? No. Am I gonna be, I'll be honest, and one of them, I did think about it. And I said, you know what, sounds good, yada yada, sure. In order to do that, I had to make a video, given permission to use my videos and stuff like that. I'm not bashing these people and what they do, to each their own. But y'all see ain't no video on my page, you know? And to me, I was at a crossroad with it because, like I said, I'm small. You know, I'm not big, I'm nowhere near any of the four or anything like that. And like I said in other videos, my patience level is very low. But I was at a crossroad because it didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel natural to me. It didn't feel appropriate to me. And I was wondering, well, like, I want people to kind of see me for who I am. Like, if people don't like it, then I don't get the subs. If they like it, hey, I got the subs. That's awesome. Let us grow, you know? And it wasn't until I actually saw Tyrone's video that he addressed saying, buying subscribers and things like that, that really shed more light to it. And I was like, you know what? That just further stamps that what I was feeling was right. Because even though I'm small, I'm always trying to reach out to Tyrone and the Rejects and Akasan and everyone to do something together and to partner. Like I said, I'm talking with Google and YouTube to try to get all of us together to do something. Even though they don't return any of my fucking things that I send to them, besides Ryan, a little bit on comments, y'all mother Fs. And Tyrone, where's my reply, homie? Left you a message. You son of a bitch. But no, the reason why I bring all that up is because to me, the whole concept of, at the end of the day, I respect all these guys. Like I said, they paved the way for me to do this. They've inspired me to do this. And I feel if I were to take, say for instance, buying subs or taking the right to have everyone get me subs and besides doing it myself, would be spitting in the face and degrading not only them and what they do, but what everyone else on here and what they do. Because I would feel it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be a proper way to respect them. It wouldn't be a proper way to respect the art. It wouldn't be a proper way to build my career in my life on here. And I didn't want to tarnish that. I didn't want to tarnish them. I didn't want to tarnish the rep. I didn't want to tarnish myself. And that, at the end of the day, is what you are doing if you buy subs or if whatever the hell that you do. And I mentioned that because, like I said, I have respect for these guys. And I'm not going to disrespect them and shit and what they do so I can get up faster. And that's why I was at the standstill, and that's why I wanted to also speak on it generally, because I have a personal experience with that myself. I don't hide nothing from y'all, so I wanted you to know. But yeah, that's generally my thought on it, guys. If it gets offered to you, don't do it. It's a real shit way to get up. I'm not saying Jinx did it. What? Everyone's saying that he did. If he did, then he did. If he didn't, leave it alone. Leave him alone. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I want to keep this league, this verse, respectful and as one. And until whoever is being accused, until whoever is being looked at admits, or something comes up that proves. I know he did delete that video. Take it with that what you will. Well, that Jinx deleted that video, him addressing everyone hating on him and whatever it may be. I know he deleted that. Take that as you will. I know all the signs point to one way, and it looks fishy. Yeah, it does, sure. Like I said, I'm subscribed to Jinx, yes. But at the end of the day, we can do nothing. But congratulate him. He made 100K, like Tyrone said, and everyone, congratulations, you did it. But we can't do anything else from there. So everyone, crime fighters, warriors, Magnusites, Dreaded Nation, Rejects, leave it alone, guys. Like I said, we're better than that. You're better than that. The situation's happened. It's been handled. That's that. All right? So the knight has spoken. He is saving his city, and he is saving his brother, and he is saving the league. No one will diminish or break down the league. No one will tarnish the league. No one will give the league a bad name. I don't even know if they... I don't want to know what they have to say about me. I don't even know. Well, if they ain't saying nothing about me, then I'm fine. I'm fine then, I'm like, what do they think about my ass? I don't know. I hope that I hope they think good and they like me, Hope they do. I ain't do nothing wrong. I'm just a guy who just wants to get, who's just trying to get by. I just have 1,000 just now. I got 1,000 subscribers, and I'm just trying to grow and just trying to do this honorably and keep everything together. But no, guys. Like I said, I love and respect you all. My crime fighters, I love you all. Like I said, just Keep it professional, guys. That's it. So let's get this night of reactions on, shall we? Let's go, damn it.